In this video, I'm going to take you through a yoga sequence for climbers like you. And if you're just meeting, welcome to Roman to Yoga, and I'm Casey. Make your way onto your back. Extend the arms overhead, lengthen out your legs, and take a full body stretch. I invite you to set an intention for today's yoga practice. It can be a word or a phrase, whatever first comes to your mind. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Place your arms in the goalpost position. Lower your knees to the right, take your gaze to the left. Lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Windshield wipe out your hips a couple of times. Draw your low belly in and up. Hug the knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side and massage out your low spine. Focus your attention on the right here and the right now. Come to a comfortable seated position. Extend your legs forward. Firmly press your hands into the mat. Sit up tall. If you need a pillow or cushion to set under your hips because you have a lot of rounding in the spine, please grab one now. Flex your feet, hip hinge forward, and walk your hands down. Return to the seated position and set this into motion. A little bit of movement before stillness. If you need your yoga blocks to bring the floor closer to you, grab them at this time. Find your level that you need to be at today. You are exactly where you need to be. If you can grab your feet, that's great. I can't. If I grab them, I get a lot of rounding in my upper back, and I don't want you to do that today. I want you to hinge at your hips, draw your low belly in and up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your gaze forward, just a couple inches out past your feet. Soften the muscles in your face. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wiggle out your toes. Shake out your head a couple of times. No stiffness in your body today. Exhale, release this posture. Move your yoga blocks out of the way. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Turn your wrists for your fingertips to face your hips and take a seated windshield wipe. Breathe in, breathe out. Next time your knees lower to the left, pause. Pick up your left foot and place it just above your right knee. Keep your gaze forward or to the right, whatever feels good in your body today. Release the posture, pick up the right foot and place it just above the left knee. Release your foot. Come to hands and knees. Notice that your hands are in line with your shoulders and turn your fingertips to face your knees. Feel the stretch in your hands and in your wrists. As a climber, you work this area to exhaustion. Do you take time for recovery? If so, what do you do? Breathe in, breathe out. Release the stretch. Sit back onto your heels. Shake out your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sit down. Make your way onto your back. Press all four corners of the feet into one another. Lower the knees towards the mat. Clasp your hands up, overhead. Breathe. Extend your legs long. Flex your feet, toes to face the ceiling. Draw your right knee into your chest, hands to clasp around the shin. Once you feel stable and at ease, take your right foot and place it on your left hip. Lower the knee down. If the knee is high up in the air today, that's all right. You are exactly where you need to be. Flex your left foot, wiggle out your toes, bring a tone to your low belly, place your arms in the T position, close your eyes. If you set an intention at the beginning of today's yoga sequence, I invite you to revisit it at this time. Perhaps you're thinking about your to-do list. It will be there waiting for you once you are done. Focus your attention on the right here and the right now. All you have is right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Release the posture. Take a moment. Place a bend in your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently roll left and right. Massage out your low spine. Place your hands on the knees, flatten out your back. Extend the legs long. Draw your left knee into your chest and then place your foot on the right hip crease. Do you notice if this knee is higher or closer to the ground? Clasp onto your elbows and circle your arms down and around and up and overhead. Bring space to the shoulders. Circle your arms in the opposite direction. How do your shoulders feel today? Is this an area that holds a lot of tension for you? Do you take time to stretch and slow down after a vigorous climb? Place your arms to rest in the T position. Extend the left leg long. Place a bend in your knees. Sit up. Come to a cross-legged position. Extend your left arm forward. Clasp onto your hand with your right hand and feel the intense stretch in your forearm. Release the stretch. Extend the right arm long. Clasp your left hand onto your right. Feel the stretch. Pull just a little bit more. Shake out your wrists. Breathe in and breathe out. Extend your legs long. Place a bend in your left knee. Your calf to rest just outside of your thigh. Flex your right ankle. Make your way down onto the mat. If this stretch is too intense, feel free to continue to sit up or rest onto your elbows. Remember that this is your yoga practice. You must do what feels good in your body. You never want to overstretch it. Press back into the floor. Extend your left leg long. Come to the hands and knees position and turn your fingertips to face your knees. Curl your toes under and begin to slowly move your hips back. find your edge. Draw your low belly in and up. Notice that your gaze is between your hands. Come back just a little bit further. Sit the hips back. Feel the intense stretch. Turn the hands out. Sit down. Extend your legs long. Place a bend in your right knee. Flex your left ankle. Once you feel comfortable, come down onto your elbows. Then, if you want a little bit more, lay all the way down. Close your eyes. Focus on the intense stretch. If this is a lot for you, this could be something that you work at. I don't know about you, but it took me a long time to get into this position. Flexibility does not come overnight. I tell students of mine 6 months, a year, 2 years. I'm still working on it every day. I can't do the splits. That's my goal. Release the posture. Place a bend in your knees, hug them into your chest, and gently rock from side to side. Clasp your hands onto your feet. Press all 4 corners of your feet together at this time. Draw your knees into your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower your legs down. Take a moment. Press all 4 corners of the left foot into your right thigh. Flex your right ankle. Spider finger your hands towards the ankle. Come back to a tall seated position. Walk your hands forward again. Once you find your edge, stay there. Notice that you're hinging in your hips. Flex your ankles. Draw your low belly in and up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Remember, you can always grab your blocks, pillows, anything to bring the floor closer to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the pose. Extend the left leg long. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Lower your knees to the right. Lower your knees to the left. Take a seated windshield wipe for a couple of rounds. Compensation after holding some of these intense stretches in your hamstrings. Extend the legs long. Place all 4 corners of the right foot into your left thigh. Walk your hands towards your left foot, flex your ankle, return to a tall seated position. Walk your hands towards your ankle. Notice that you're hinging at your hips. Draw your low belly in and up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Soften the muscles in your face. Release the pose. Extend the legs long. Make your way onto your back. Clasp your hands behind your right thigh and lift it up towards the ceiling. Keep a generous bend in your right knee. Flex your right ankle. Lower the leg down. Clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Lift the foot towards the ceiling. Breathe. Flex both of your ankles. Draw your low belly in and up. Draw your chin down and back. Release the posture. Make your way to the seated position. Walk your hands up your back. Firmly press into the palms of one another. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice how much your back is rounded. Could you perhaps come back to this posture and straighten out your spine? Would this help your posture? Make your way onto your back. Clasp on to the outside of your feet. Draw your knees towards your armpits. Draw your chin down and back. Lift through the crown of your head. Come to the words of your intention for the final time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extend your legs long. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands to heart center and always commend yourself for making time for you. I hope you have an awesome day, and let me know what kind of yoga video you'd like to see. Bye.